What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to Dungeon Rush Rebirth, a brand new idle game that came out just a couple of days ago. So if you do like to download this title, I do have some links in the description below for your downloading pleasure, not sponsored. So let's jump into the game. What is Dungeon Rush Rebirth? Well, like I said, this is an idle game, so if you're not a fan of idle games, I don't think there's anything in this game that's going to push you over the edge to make you an idle game fan. However, if you do play idle games, there are a couple of different things in this game that set itself apart from all the other idle games. So, number one, this game does not have a VIP function. Pretty much all of the idle games that I know of on the mobile store all have VIP that kind of hide ×2 speed and skips and collect all types of functions behind a VIP paywall. This game does not have VIPs, thus no VIP paywalls in this game whatsoever. So the game has to be commended for that because, like I said, most idle games do have VIP. So that's number one. And I'll tell you the second thing that sets this game apart in a second, but you know how we have to start these videos off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Hero Collector can only be as fun as the heroes that you can collect. And I will say that the heroes are not bad. I mean, a little mundane maybe, but they're not bad. Yeah, you know, it's subjective, totally subjective. I think they're, well, designed from an art perspective, but they don't really kind of grab my attention too much. But like I said, I'll show you what these things look like, and you can use your own subjective opinion to decide if these heroes are for you. Do keep in mind the game does have an evolution function as well. So take a look at this guy. You see him? Evolve, he gets a little bit different. He looks a little different. Take a look at this guy. Clay Blade looks a little different. So there is a little bit more to look forward to as you evolve these characters and move them throughout the game. So that's that. Let's jump over to combat, and I'll show you the second thing that sets this game apart. It's the team function. As you guys can see, I have a formation 1 and a formation 2, and then later on, once I hit level 50, there will be a formation 3. Now, you might be thinking that that's just teams that I have saved. No, not in this game. So basically, you actually bring multiple teams into combat with you. So if my first formation dies, my second formation jumps into the battle and then continues the fight for me. So it's kind of an interesting way to make you level up more than just your initial set of characters. So at the end of this game, and once you start really getting into it, you're gonna have 3 formations filled with characters to level up, filled with characters to equip and add runes to and upgrade in order to beat some of the hardest content, because I can imagine later on in the game, 1 formation is not going to be enough, and you're really going to need to go through 3 formations worth of characters. This game does work just like most idle games. You don't have to 3-star stage or anything like that. You don't have to be fancy. You just need to win. So if you win with 1 character left with 1 HP, you're done. You can move on to the next stage. So that's kind of how that works. The combat is going to be something that you're either going to love or you're going to hate. It does it in the old school first-person dungeon style viewpoint. As you guys can see, once your characters do special attacks, you get a little glimpse of them, but for the most part, you're not going to see your characters in combat. One thing I have to kind of give this game kind of a negative mark is the impact of abilities. The abilities do not feel strong at all. Like, I'll shut up for a second. Watch this. Watch, here comes it. Here they come. Wait. Those are the ultimate abilities. They don't feel very strong at all. Like there's no impact there. There's no excitement. I feel like they need to maybe try to, and maybe it's too late. It could absolutely be too late since the game is already out. But I would really hope that they would revisit what makes combat fun to watch, because these games, you don't really have any impact on the combat at all. It's an idle game. You just kind of watch and you make sure that your units are strong enough to defeat the content. So you want to make the battles as engaging as you possibly can without getting input from the player. And the way you do that is by making it visually impressive or sound-wise impressive. And I will say visually, like I said, this is subjective opinion. This guy looks like a troll from World of Warcraft. Subjectively, if you're visually impressed, that's up to you. But I do think that impact-wise on the abilities, they have more to do. And I don't know, like I said, it might be too late to add more impactful sound effects, maybe some screen shakes, maybe some like voiceovers for the characters, like, yeah, like right there. You see what I'm saying? How about this? Wait, watch this. Rah! Something like that. All right, don't use me as your voice actor, but you see what I'm saying. Something to spruce up combat to make it just a little bit more engaging. How about this one? Ready? Yeah! I've lost my mind. Anyway, so that's that. So that's combat. Pretty straightforward when it comes to idle games. Your characters will go through stages over and over and over while you're offline. So I think it's up to 8 hours while you're offline. So while you're at school, while you're sleeping, your characters are constantly grinding, constantly getting loot for you. And then once you're all ready to log on, you go over to this button right here, click get. You'll get all of the experience, all of the gold that your characters have accrued while you're offline or online, it doesn't matter. Here's all the loot right here. Here's all the loot that my characters were getting while I was idle. Now, I know a lot of people, you know, feel a particular way about idle games, but idle games are fine, in my opinion. They kind of just take all of the mundane grinding away from you. And then when you're ready to play, and now I'm gonna show you the other modes in the game. When you're ready to play, you've been idling all night. Now you wanna actually do some of the content. So let's go through some of what's in the game. Of course, there is an arena. So you have this blood arena right here, which will allow you to get 50 units of the cash shop currency per day. So I can do 5 fights. Every single fight that I do here will award me 10 crystals of currency. So that's actually pretty cool. And then, like I said, this game has no VIP function. So you know what? I don't want to watch this fight. Skip. Oh, I was defeated. That kind of sucks. Hold on. I'm not going to get defeated that easy. Hold on. I just lost out on 10 crystals because I didn't have my lineup correct. So that's a tank. I want to have my tanks in the front line. Then I'll have my DPS in the back. You're not actually the DPS that I want here. I took all your gear off, I thought. Whatever. We should be able to beat it this time. Now let's jump back in there. Once again, get into combat, skip, victory. Just as simple as that. Get myself my 10 crystals. So you want to be very careful when you do this because this allows you to get cash shop currency every single day. You do 5 arena runs, you get 50 crystals. Very, very good. The reason why I'm bringing that up, because there is quite the bugbear surrounding this game in the reviews. So we're going to talk about these crystals and we're going to talk about the economy of the game as we kind of move along. But do keep in mind you can do that every single day, getting yourself some free crystals based off of arena as long as you win some fights. So that's that. In addition to that, there's also a team arena function along with the crystal arena, which is kind of just like what you just saw, but this is based on a ranking. So your higher your ranking, the more rewards you get at the end of the season. So I can kind of show you actually where it is, right over here. Season reward. So based off of where I am right now, I'm in like rank 800. I'll get 2 legendary summon scrolls, which are really good, along with some advanced summon scrolls, and then some currency that I can use to buy things out of the store. And then every single day, based on your rank, you'll get tons of gold, tons of EXP material, as well as honor points to buy things as well. So the PvP is a very big part of the game. You will get a lot of currency by using this mode. So you definitely do not want to ignore that mode. So that's arena. Tavern is pretty straightforward. This is one of those modes where you send your characters out on a mission. They come back for 2, 3, 4 hours later with goodies. Pretty straightforward. This mode does have quite a bit of quality of life added to it. So let's see if I can actually show you a new one. I cannot. But basically here, there is an auto assign. So it's really straightforward. You just click auto assign. It automatically grabs the heroes that are required to do the mission. You click go, you're done. Very, very easy to go through that. So that's Tavern, that's Arena. Marketplace is pretty straightforward. That's where you buy things. Destiny Circle, I'm actually showing you this out of order. So there's a thing called Secret of Darkness. Actually, I'm still showing you this out of order. There's a thing called... FG, have you played this game before? Yes, I have. There's a thing called the Endless Abyss. Now this is what you would imagine, an endless abyss. You go through this, you defeat all of these stages, and you will acquire a currency that you can turn around and use over here in your Destiny Circle, which will provide you some passive bonuses. So the better you do in that mode, the more of this currency that you will receive, and then you can use gold to kind of give your team more passive bonuses. As you level up, more and more of that will open up as you move along. So that is that. I already gave you a glimpse of the Promised Land. It's just really a randomized roulette wheel here to give yourself some free goodies. Nothing too crazy here. Spin the wheel, get you some goodies. Nothing crazy there. There's the Promised Land. The Summoning Circle we'll do at the very end of the video. I just showed you the Secret of Darkness. The Destiny Circle, hold on. FG, get it together, man. I'm trying. Secret of Darkness is the actual full endless tower mode that you see in other games. You go all the way up these towers and you'll get goodies as you move along. Once again, pretty straightforward there. And then of course you have the altar. This is what you'll do to kind of get rid of old heroes that you don't need, and you'll use their materials to power up the characters that you do want to keep. So that is pretty much what I have unlocked so far. I'm level 39 right now. The only mode I don't have unlocked is this one right here, which unlocks at level 45. So that's the Altar, Endless Abyss, Campaign, Secret of Darkness, the Promised Land, Marketplace, Destiny Circle, the Tavern, and the Arena. The last thing that I'll show you at the very tail end of the video is the summoning, because I do have a few scrolls that I'll use to summon. So let's go to why this game has an absolutely atrocious rating on the mobile store. Right now, this game is like in the 3s, probably about to hit the 2s very soon, because a lot of people are downvoting this game due to the fact that if you want to upgrade your skills, you have to use cash shop currency to do so. Right there. I want to upgrade the skill. 80, it goes up. 140, it goes up. 220, it goes up. And then once I get to SS rank, I can continue on. All of the characters have the same exact requirement to upgrade skills using cash shop currency. So this is where my first impression video series kind of fails you, and I have to be very upfront with you. On the surface, does this look bad? Yeah, it does. But I will offer a counter viewpoint to this. So number one, playing a game in a first impression series, you really can't get a full feel for what the economy of the game is like. You have no idea how freely the game will give you cash shop currency. That's why I try to put a real big emphasis on the arena mode, because the game does give you crystals from there. The game does give you crystals from quests. We have no idea what the event structure of the game is, because like I said, it's very early. So that's number one, but let's pretend like that didn't exist, and let's just take it at face value, all right? You have to use cash shop currency to increase skills. Is that bad? Yes or no? Pull the whole economy equation out of the discussion. Well, I think yes and no. I honestly think that yes and no. The reason why I say that is because a lot of other gacha games, in order to increase skills on characters, you have to pull duplicates. So in a way, this actually might be cheaper on a player to do it this way. Because when you think about it, if I had to pull dupes to get his abilities up, that would be way more expensive and way more cost prohibitive to do that, as opposed to taking the middleman out of the equation, taking the randomness out of it and saying, yo, I'm just gonna use cash shop currency that I can farm over time to upgrade my skills in a different way. So I'm kind of in both sides of this. It really depends on what the economy of the game is. I don't think it's a deal breaker like a lot of people have been showing on the review of this title. That might not be a popular opinion, but like I said, other gacha games force you to pull dupes to do the same exact thing. So I don't know, I'm 50-50 on it. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. Am I wrong in this one? Am I right? Or maybe there's a different viewpoint that I have not considered. With all that being said, guess what? You still need dupes anyway. You still need dupes anyway to make your characters go from S to SS. Once again, like I said, the game does give you scrolls every single day or every single season in PvP, and we don't know the economy of the game. We don't know how freely they're going to give scrolls via events, via login bonuses and things of that nature. It looks like there is plenty of room here to put actual events here, so we don't know. Here on day 10, you're going to get 5 legendary summoning scrolls right there. Like, I just think it's too early for me to make that type of call on the game to say that it's good or not based on those claims so far. So look at all the daily quest crystals you get every single day. Like, I can't tell. I can't tell either way whether or not there's another 100 crystals that I just pulled from an achievement. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Buyer beware, I assume. But do keep in mind the game does not have a VIP function, so maybe factor that into your consideration. Because like I said, for most mobile games, they're all VIP driven. So let's do some summons here. Let's see if I get anything good. The summoning animation, not too crazy. Nothing too crazy at all. Bunch of bees that I'll just use to fodder. Not a big deal there. All right, so those are just my basic summons. Here are my advanced summons. See if we get anything better. Some A's. So I got a dupe here that I can use in the future to evolve. So that's that. Do not have this little frozen dwarf looking guy who's actually a fire unit. And then a pretty cool looking skeleton lady of some sort. And then last but not least, here is a legendary summon that I also got for free. There she is. Cute little healer girl there. And I think that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at her. Not bad. What does she look like evolved? She looks pretty cool when she evolves up. But you do need quite a few dupes. You'll need 3 dupes of her. in addition to the one that you have. So 3 additional, and then 4 random green S units. So quite a bit there. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Look at that, one tap of Quip, very, very easy. When you want to upgrade your units, you just use gold and this little green currency right here. Once again, very, very easy to do everything in this game. There's a rune system. Once again, one tap upgrade, boom. Very, very easy to upgrade all of my runes, and then one tap equip, boom. Lots of quality of life features. So outside of the skill system, I have to admit that this is one of the better idle games as far as just quality of life and streamlining of a bunch of the modes. One of the best ones. So that is that. I'm looking forward to the comments on this video. My name is FG3000. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to the Frozen Corridor. ×2 speed, already unlocked. Skip, already unlocked. Look at that. Don't even have to go through this. Boom. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. However, you can't skip the last one. The last fight you actually have to play out. Work on your sound effects, game. It's not bad. But unfortunately, with the reviews as they are, it's going to be really hard for this game to kind of get a foothold. Because the reviews on the store are very potent when they're bad. When they're good, people kind of ignore, because so many games have like 4.5 ratings that don't deserve them. Those are kind of whatever. But when the review is bad, people tend to ignore the games that have really bad reviews for good reason. So hopefully this game can recover, because I don't think it's that bad of a title. That will do it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, my name is FG3000. This was a look at Dungeon Rush Rebirth, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.